Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of fun stuff. So, yesterday I did my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2021, as well as the non-release films that I'm going to be watching. And now I thought we would do something a little bit interesting and talk about the MCU content for 2022 that is coming out in 2022, ranking from worst to best of my excitement. Let's get started. Now, of all the MCU projects that are announced, this is easily the weirdest one. Now, of course, one of my favorite parts about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was, of course, Baby Groot himself. But as a character, it's as a show about the character, that doesn't really seem interesting to me, and that doesn't really seem interesting to me. There's not really any cool ideas that I could come up with this show. Overall, it's just not a show I'm excited for. Now, much like I Am Groot, this is also a show that I'm a little bit more excited for, but not that all excited. The fact that they're taking a character that has the same abilities as Hulk is kind of weird, but I'm excited to explore Jennifer Walters in the MCU, and I'm extremely excited to bring back Tim Roth as Abomination, as we last saw him in Shang-Chi and the Incredible Hulk, but a little bit more in Shang-Chi. I hope they bring in A-Bomb into the mix, and hopefully Thunderbolt Ross as Red Hulk, because that's technically who his character is in the comics. But I don't really know what else I could talk about with this show, because we don't really know much about it. So for me, Miss Marvel is a show that I am excited for. I'm interested to see what it's going to be like. I'm pretty sure that because we've gotten so many stuff with Spider-Man and, probably Miles Morales, I believe that this show will top the kids' superhero stuff. Where, much like how Spider-Man was kind of like a movie that referenced so many other MCU events, I have a feeling that this show will do the exact same thing, and I honestly am very excited for that. But also, I'm just excited to see the origin story of Kamala Khan. I'm not expecting it to be a Spider-Man origin story, but I'm expecting this show to be a really good show, actually have characters to like, and a new character that you actually enjoy being on screen with. Now, this is a little bit frustrating because if you think about it, this film was supposed to be the sequel to the original Black Panther. It is, but it was supposed to continue the character of T'Challa. But if you guys remember the stuff with Chadwick Boseman that happened over a year ago, kind of was difficult to make. It was kind of a difficult question: who was gonna hold the Black Panther mantle, and who's gonna carry this next film? And there's been multiple ideas of Shuri coming in. I think that this might do something good for her character and make her actually one of the more likable great characters in the MCU. I'm extremely excited to see what they're gonna do with it. I heard that Namor, the Submariner, the Atlantis people might come into this film, so that's exciting. And also I heard that it's gonna tie into the Ironheart series, where I believe Riri Williams will be like on a field trip to Wakanda with her school. So that sounds interesting. But overall, there's just not much that we've heard for me to be super excited for this show, for this movie yet. Okay, so this is actually a movie that I'm actually really excited for, and honestly, I feel like this movie should be higher because there's just a lot of stuff I'm excited for, but there's just something that I'm not excited for. On the one hand, I'm excited to see the buffest Thor there is after what we got in Avengers Endgame. I'm excited to see the Guardians of the Galaxy in the Thor film. I'm excited to see the Thor Ragnarok characters come back with Valkyrie, Korg, Meek. I'm also excited to see Sif come back after her absence in Thor Ragnarok. And I'm also excited to see Jane Foster, Will Mjolnir, and Christian Bale be our main villain. But when it comes to the story, with all that being said, I don't really know if I could be excited for this movie because I don't really know the story of this film. So that's really the main thing. Like, I don't know the story, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm hearing that sounds exciting to me. Now this is something that I'm actually pretty excited for about 3 reasons. First off, it's sort of a reference to the Star Wars holiday special, which was pretty bad. But this is Marvel we're talking about, and Marvel never really fails. Next, I also heard that James Gunn might be introducing the most powerful in which he thinks is the most powerful character in the entire Marvel universe. Which, because this is a holiday special, I'm starting to think it's Santa Claus in the Marvel universe. I'm just saying, I've been hearing theories about that. And then also, once this special premieres, it is actually going to start the production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. At least I think it is. So I'm excited for that. So I just cannot wait to see what this special is going to be. Now this is a movie that is easily my most anticipated one, not because it's like Spider-Man No Way Home where we're seeing all these great characters again. To be honest with you, we don't really know who's coming in this film like Spider-Man No Way Home did. Like, we know that Captain Carter is coming back, we know the evil version of Doctor Strange is coming back, but we don't know if like the Fantastic Four or the X-Men are coming back from the Fox universe. But with that being said, I'm excited to see more Doctor Strange. I'm excited to see how it's going to handle all the multiverse stuff. I'm excited to see America Chavez. I'm excited to see all the Doctor Strange characters again. And I hope that this movie is a little bit more action-packed, much more than the original Doctor Strange. So we'll see how this movie goes. So if you guys know, the Secret Invasion storyline in the comics is basically when the Skrulls invade Earth. But as in this case in the MCU, the Skrulls are technically the good guys, not the bad guys. And so I'm thinking that this might be the show where the Skrulls are using their abilities to actually do good. But I think they're actually going to find other bad Skrulls. I'm not sure what this show is going to be, but I'm excited to see what it is. And I think that Captain Marvel has a big reason to do with this, especially since they united with Monica Rambeau at the end of the end credit scene of WandaVision. So I'm excited to see where this show's going. So for me, this is a show that feels like it's definitely my thing, because it's a dark story. It seems like it's gonna have incredible action, and it's our first show with a new lead character. Because if you think about it, all the other shows before were just returning main characters in the MCU that we've seen from the movies. Now this is our first new lead character, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Moon Knight. Of course, they're adding Oscar Isaac as this character. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the character, especially what we got in that Disney Plus Day thing. And then also, I'm excited to see Sharon Carter. Maybe we'll tie in the end credit scene of Falcon the Winter Soldier. Who knows? But that's my ranking of all 9 Disney MCU projects. Thank you guys so much for watching MCU Projects 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6. My TikTok is MarvelFan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my website section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name as Instagram, my _6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.